Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're currently jump starting the 7200R here. This thing always has dead batteries. We gotta go get the S7800 and move it back into the barn. We were gonna have some people come power wash it, and this truck ended up breaking down, so get that combine back in the barn. There's the old 9500 right over there, but I'll see you guys in the S7. Here's the Chariot S7800, and then that's a 12-row gearing off folding corn head that we run on this combine. I was the last one in here, but my feet ain't touching the ground, so someone else was in here. She has 342.3 hours on her. I've spent a lot of time in this combine. It's not a bad machine at all, really. Besides, it's throwing the blades out of the chopper. It's throwing them everywhere, which John Deere came out with a recall for that, but she's still doing it. Let her warm up here for a minute and then park it back in the barn because it's supposed to snow again tomorrow. Last time I looked at the radar. Alrighty, let's do an overview of the inside of a John Deere S7800. That's different than a S780. So a lot of your controls here are the same. More or less the whole armrest is the same. You don't really find much differences until you get into like the Gen 5 and then your corner post display. That's a different display. The 780s, it comes down, the older 780s, it comes down a lot more. Got the twin Gen 5s, and actually got a Bluetooth radio in these new S7800s that actually works. My grandpa's S780 that he had, I could never figure out how to get that Bluetooth radio in there to work, so I had to use a little transmitter and plug it in right here. This is a redesigned area that I noticed. I like the little cubbies. Sometimes I put my phone in here whenever I'm roading, and then the power banks are really nice. We have USB-C power bank right down there. You got more room right down here for your lunchbox, or for me, it's for my drone. And then I don't remember if the 800s did that. If this piece moves separately, and then on your Gen 5, it'll really move side to side. For the seat, instead of having everything over here and then someone else riding with you and bumping it, now your seat's right there for your air up and down. In here, you have your massaging seat right here. That's the, I think that's the hardness or softness. Okay, no, that's the side supports of the seat itself, and then this button right here. Funny story, I always thought that was the button on how hot or how cold your heated seat was. It was not. It's how much spring is in your seat, which I keep that maxed out. And then you got your heated and cooled seat. You also have this little cubby holder thingy in here. It's a redesign. And then I think the mirrors are different. I'm not 100% sure. And then the whole roof, it's made out of a different material than the other older Deere combines, along with this piece right back here. But the whole cab's just kind of modernized, a little nicer, a little newer. But we finally got the folding corn head fold up. That is on this box right here. You have your speed and everything. Gearing off corn head, gearing off box. But let's get this bad girl parked in the barn. Alrighty. The one thing that I really like, I'm not a big fan on slamming doors. The door seals itself. I really love that. This ladder, it's okay. It's got LED lights everywhere. This is the Signature Edition. Very nice combine. Very, very nice combine. It's sitting on, I think these are 1200 LSWs. Yep, 1250 LSWs on the front, and then on the rear we have 750 LSWs. But hey, here's the nibbler. That's what we call her. This is my 9500. I think we need to get a cold start of her. That's what we need to do. We need a cold starter. I think she is a little cranky today. Just a little. Boy, oh boy. A little stinky. We'll let her run for a little bit. We're gonna go over here and try to start the 7200 again. There's the 8RX 370. Combine hasn't been started in like a week or two, and it's just been super cold at nighttime. So I figured I'd let it run. Make sure there's no leaks or nothing like that. See if this bad girl starts. This thing hates life. These 7Rs, every one of them I've ever been around does not like to start in the cold. Been on the charger for an hour. What the heck? Well, this tractor definitely does not like the cold. It is dead. It needs new batteries. So I've been trying to start it for the past 2 hours. Does not want to start. It is cold. It's very cold. It feels nice in here though. Well, for how much I don't want to give up on jump starting this tractor, I have other things to do today, and I guess we're gonna have to put 2 new batteries in here. This tractor has like 4,000 hours on it. This is the oldest and highest hour tractor we got here on the farm. It's a 2013 if I remember correctly, but let's unhook these jumper cables here. And I will see you Monday to get it fixed. And hopefully we're cutting some soybeans here tomorrow. I'm gonna leave that open. We gotta put some hydraulic oil in it, more than likely. But my 9500, it's got LEDs all the way around. It's dirty, very dirty. Compared to the S7800 here, it's a lot smaller. We got 7500 globe up top. And then on the inside here, that's all new interior. Super nice. We got a Gen 5 display in the 9500. I built these foot pegs, handlebars, whatever you want to call them. They're right after wheat harvest, and man, they're nice to sit up in here. The auto steer, I've been having problems with it working. This 9500 has 5100 engine hours and 3400 separator hours. Bluetooth radio. Parking brake is on. But this is the combine that started 3H harvesting. This is the combine that is keeping 3H harvesting going currently. It does hold. So we have the big top on it, which will take the grain tank to 260 bushels. And then we got these cool little, crawl up here, we got these little extensions here that fold up. Makes it 300 and some bushels. And then new bubble up auger, all that fun jazz sitting in there. But a little backstory to this combine. Guy who I bought it from, he's owned this thing for a while. And it's sat in the barn with the radiator out, and he had no intentions of ever getting it back in the field. I ended up purchasing this combine off of him and found this guy that owns that 7800 and everything. And well, I work here and custom harvest here and custom harvest for other people and still work here. But not a bad machine. Really love her. Here's the 8RX 370. I'm not the biggest fan of these 8RXs. I'm getting ready to go put a bunch of gas on with this unit, so one of these next couple videos we'll be gassing in the 8RX. Very nice tractor, overall very nice. And then the other day we had our cow feeder in here, filled it full of Milo. That's all, filled it full, the test Milo, and well, it tipped over and dumped Milo everywhere. And we got the 1790 full high-speed planter, full precision, whole 9 yards here. Has high-speed row units, electric, well, hydraulic downforce, electric downforce, whatever that is. And then the next one that we're gonna get, it'll have the different, oh, my mind's drawing a blank. You got your gauge with closing wheels, have the different closing wheels with the cylinder, hydraulic cylinder and everything like that. And then this spring, I will be running that. We have an air seeder. Where's the air seeder? Here's the air seeder. So we got this N540, 7.5 inch spacing air seeder over here. Pretty nice unit. I pulled it one time, and one time I pulled it, I didn't even want to pull it because it was full of nasty seed. But the 9500, I'm debating about selling it. Just cut my Milo last. Gonna try to upgrade combines for the amount of acres we have to roll over next year. But not too shabby on the little lineup of equipment over here. And my 925, my flex head, that is currently for sale. If anyone's looking for a 925, it is for sale on Facebook, well, Tractor House and Facebook Marketplace, both the places. It should be on over here. I was hoping to get the brush hog running and cut me a little area out back here with the brush hog, but here's the 925. Selling header and header trailer. Header trailer will be separate from the header. It's been muddy, been super muddy around here, but where I am driving right now, hopefully where our grain bins will be going for next year, and then we can cut all the crops really fast. Everything will be golden, be good. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you soon.